7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Patty, we're starting Nitro.
Hi. Okay, Nitro Kids. It's Miss Patty here, and you've stumbled upon me trying to find something. See, I have a little problem. I don't know how good your computers are and how much you want to look, but if you paused it and you counted, you would see that there are only 99 blocks here. There's supposed to be 100. So I've lost one, which is weird because I just opened the box. So, I don't think I lost it. I didn't put it anywhere. Anyway, yeah, we're doing a lesson. So, have you guys ever lost anything before? In my house, when my kids, they always lose stuff. I always lose stuff. And the first thing that we always say to each other is, "Where's the last place you left it?" And that's really frustrating to the person that's actually lost the thing, because if that was the case, they it. But somehow it turns out that it's not where you left it. Can you imagine if you had something very precious to you and it wasn't where you left it? In fact, very lost. That happens to people. People can get lost sometimes, and that's what Jesus feels about us. He doesn't want to see us lost. If you remember last week's lesson, Jesus met Thomas where he was at. He showed him the holes in his hands and the hole in his side. And this week's lesson, we're going to continue on with that. So we're learning about the 50 days that happened after Jesus died on the cross. He rose again. Then he was here for 40 days. He ascended. And then for 10 days, his people waited for the thing that he said was going to come, which was the Holy Spirit on the day of Pentecost. And we're going to celebrate Pentecostal Sunday on May 31st this year, and it's going to be awesome. And until then, we're going to learn what it's about to wait upon the Lord. In the waiting, what are we doing while we're waiting? And so we've been learning about how Jesus likes to meet us where we're at. And this week, you guys can scroll down and you can watch the video about a lost sheep. So when you watch the video and that Jesus would leave all of this, or 100 sheep, or 99 sheep, just to go and find that one lost sheep. Now, if you have ever lost something, you know what that feels like. But I know from experience what it feels like to be lost. Some of you might be experiencing a little bit of lost feeling yourself. It's kind of this, I know where I'm at physically, but I don't ever know when I'm going to have a birthday party again. I don't know when I get to go back to school. I don't know when I can play on a park again. And that feeling that we get is a little bit of this lost feeling of not knowing. And I want you guys to know that Jesus sees you and he loves you and he does not want you to be lost. So we're going to learn what it is to wait upon God and what the beauty is while we're waiting for him until we can feel the Holy Spirit. And I promise you that he wants to find you and he wants you to feel him. And so we're going to do that. Go ahead and scroll down and click on the video to watch the next lesson, the next video. And it is going to be on the lost sheep. And then after you're done, your parents have a couple questions for you. And I can't wait for the day where I get to see you guys again and I get to play with you at Nitro, some games and some hoops and even some soccer. And that's going to be a really fun day. Until that day, and while we're waiting, we're going to learn some pretty awesome stuff about how the Holy Spirit wants to meet us where we're at. I love you guys. Don't forget that if you ever have any questions for Miss Patty, you can always have your parents text me. You can send me an email. I like to do Zoom meetings, and we can also talk on Facebook Messenger as well. So I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I hope you have a great week. I'm going to go find my lost piece wherever it is.